Well, hello, folks. Christmas came early. Check it out. That's right, folks. We have some fragile components in the box. Let's see what's in the box. Let's see what's in the box. Well, folks, as you can see, I'm getting prepped for 2021. The schedule is out, and we've got some real good schedules out for the opens. I gotta look and see which ones that I'm going to participate in. That's for another video. But you see that I'm preparing, I'm prepping, I'm getting ready for 2021 because it's literally right around the corner. And how do I do that? Well, I do it with the good company of Flambeau. And Flambeau, they have some great boxes that's going to protect your baits, my hard baits, my soft baits, my terminal tackle. They all are stored in Flambeau boxes, and this video is really giving you a breakdown of why. The number one reason why I love the Flambeau boxes is Zerust. The Zerust is just, quite frankly, a DNA that is infused in the whole box. This whole box is nothing but Zerust, and that component is going to protect my hard baits, my hooks, my weights, anything and everything that can get rust on it for a minimum up to 5 years. So this is a great investment right here with the Zerust and the Zerust Max Series, because we spend a lot of money on our baits, and we want to make sure that when we pull those baits out of those tackle boxes, that they are secure and they're ready to use when we don't have a lot of time on the water, and we want to be efficient, and we don't need to change any hooks. We don't need to sharpen any hooks. What we need to do is get that bait, get it on our line, and get to pulling some fish in the boat. And that's why I have 100% confidence in the Zerust Max Series. I said it before, we spend $15, $25, $30 on baits or even more, and then we put them in a plastic box that's not going to protect them. Protect your investment, protect your baits right there with Zerust. Number one reason why I love the Flambeau boxes. The second reason why I love my Flambeau boxes is the detail of these boxes. Yes, it has Zerust in it, and that's a big factor, but as we open this box up right here, we see that it's also going to be waterproof. We got a waterproof gasket right here. We've got 3 latches that are going to protect our baits, and then the design of the box is a little bit different. We don't have just 4 straight rows. We've got 4 rows right here, but we also have an area here that's a little bit larger that we can put other items in there. We might want to put glues in there. We might want to put scents in there. It's all type of other factors and elements that we can put in here that can really make this box more defined. And that's one thing why I love the Flambeau boxes. They don't have the traditional just 4 rows and use your dividers. They have thought of a way to where we as anglers, because we always think out the box, use our tackle organization, how we store things. And that is one factor that I really love, is that this box, not only is it waterproof, but it has different elements in it in which I can use my imagination to store my baits. If I just want to have a Lake Champlain box, I can break this box down and have it as a Lake Champlain box. If I can just have it for a Lake St. Clair box, same thing right there. So there's a lot of imagination I can have with these boxes, in which they were able to create a different way of storing our fishing tackle. What I also like about Flambeau is that they have different sizes. I don't need a huge box for my poppers or for my smaller prop style baits. So I put them in a box such as this, label it, and when I'm on that type of bite for top water, I can grab a smaller box rather than grabbing a large box. I like just to have 2 or 3 of particular bait, and that's it. And this really suits me when it comes to downsizing my box with those smaller baits. One box that I do want to share with you is the double deep empty box. This is a box that I use in a variety of ways. One way is I store all my tools and things of that nature in there. Second way is that I store baits that I like to keep in their package, larger swim baits. So I want to make sure that they stay in their shape. I keep them in here. Sometimes I have excess reels, bait casters. I'll put them in here, keep them away from the elements. And also I have an empty box always in my boat, because as I'm practicing, I go through so many different lures, and the ones that are not really working during that time, I put them in that empty box. And then later on, when I get off the water, if I have time, or when I get back home, I go through those baits and I put them back in the original boxes where they're supposed to go. Now to 2 boxes that I'm very excited to use, and I'm about to be doing a lot of organization with them the next couple of days, is the crankbait and the blade crate. This right here is the crankbait. 24 crankbaits can go up in here. Easy individual boxes for those baits, and you can just pull one bait out, tie it, and get going. No more tangled up crankbaits. So that's awesome. Once again, Zerust waterproof, everything that you want from Flambeau. Awesome about that. And I can't wait to start really organizing some of my crankbaits to where I don't have to take all of my baits with me when I'm on a particular bite. I can just grab that particular box and go. Now the blade crate. Blade crate is just awesome, because this is just more than a spinner bait and a bladed jig box. There's so many ways that you can incorporate these folders. You can make this a hook box. This is just going to be a very smart way to store a lot of your items using these individual folders right here to become a more efficient, organized angler. So this is nothing more but a fisherman's filing cabinet when it comes to your lures and your particular items. So use your imagination when it comes to the blade crate, because it's a lot of ways that you can use it. Matter of fact, folks, why don't you put down in the comments below, what do you think some ways that you'll be able to incorporate the blade crate other than spinner baits and bladed jigs, to make you a better angler. Let me know that, and I'll try those out as well. But the blade crate, can't wait to start organizing and tinkering with some of the baits that I have to make me a more organized angler, and that's definitely going to do the trick for me. So very excited to have this. Well, folks, as you can see, I have a lot of organization to get to. 2021 is literally around the corner, and those are some of the reasons why I love to use Flambeau boxes. The Zerust keeps all my baits rust proof for a minimum of 5 years. That's just a no-brainer to grab them. And then also that it keeps the baits waterproof and airtight, and it's almost like I'm pulling the bait out of a brand new package every time I pull them out of a Flambeau box. So that's how I feel, and I'm 100% confident I can use that bait to its fullest capability when I tie it on and use it on the water. So highly confident in these boxes and how they protect my investment, which is my baits. So definitely try them out. Let me know how they work out for you. Thank you again for tuning in to another TTD here in the Bass Basement with me, Devon Banks. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you already know what I want you to do. Hit that bell.